On me. All right. Hi. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to our leadership. My name is Jennifer. I will be introducing the person that is conducting our class today in our leadership meeting. It is none other than the relentless, the wonderful. I'm not saying it because I'm biased because we're life partners and he's my man and all that. But I'm introducing icon agent, mentor, Brandon Scribner. Let's all stand up and give him hands. Woo!
I appreciate that, Jen. That was very awesome. All right, let me get this thing started. Cool. It's kind of funny. Like before everyone started coming here, I was like, man, this is an empty class. I kind of want more people. But now when the people are rolling in, I'm getting just a little bit of nervous, but it's okay. Hey, Marcella, welcome in. Cool. But what Paul always tells us, you got to be nervous, get out your comfort zone. Throughout those comfort zones, you grow. And that's exactly what we're cultivating here is leaders. Yes, I am training on Google Business right now, but we're also developing hard characteristics, I guess however you want to call it, right? We are here to enrich each other's lives. We're here to make money together, and we're here to build a community. So thank you for taking the time out your busy day to come watch me talk. Makes me feel good. And oh, what's up? I got another person over there. What up, V? Look at this. It's a party, y'all. But okay, today's class is going to be over Google Business. Now, as a raise of hands, is there anyone currently using Google Business? I got 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4. All right. And how many of us are in real estate or entrepreneurs? That's 4. We need to get those numbers up. All right. Because let's say you go out of town, you look for a good place to eat, someone gives you recommendations, what do? You Google or Yelp it. It's no difference than whenever clients are looking for you. Oh, come closer. It's no difference than when clients are looking for you where they find your name somewhere. They're going to Google you. What happens? What pops up? All right. So what this class is going to be is how to not necessarily set up your Google profile. I'm not going to teach you that. I'm just going to teach some tricks, tactics that we use to build our SEO, our presence on Google. So also we're going to learn how to leverage our reviews. How do we turn that into testimonials? How to make more money off of it? I mean, at the end of the day, like we're in this role, I kind of feel a little, no, we're here to make money for your family, for whoever. We're here to build business, and we can leverage that using Google Business. We're also going to learn how to compete with other folks who are spending money on Google Ads. We're going to do this for free, and I can tell you exactly how to do it. Cool? All right, reviews. To the folks who are using Google Business, are y'all currently asking for reviews? Yes, how do you do it?
At the end of a conference, so we're in insurance.
Oh yeah, if you don't mind speaking here. Introduce yourself. Tell everybody your name.
Hi, Yvette Olguin Westers. My sister and I own an all-state agency for the last 11 years. Combined, we have 50 years experience. In case anybody needs us, here we are. How we ask for reviews is usually at the end of a customer service conversation. If you've enjoyed the service I've provided you today, we would love to hear from you on Google. If you mention my name, I'd really appreciate it. And so we pay our licensed staff. If their name gets mentioned, they get an additional $20 right now. So that's one way that we do it. We do need to get better though at the point of sale because we're divided. We have outside sales team and then we have a customer care team. Currently, our sales team isn't asking very much.
Yeah.
And so what I want to learn here today is how we can get them to do that a little bit more. And then when they do get a review, how we can, because I know how we respond.
Yeah.
Using keywords to the review matters. But just honing in on that a little bit more because I know we're not using it as much as we could.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Everyone give her a round of applause for being honest. She's speaking in a group full of people she has no idea who it is. It's very terrifying. So thank you for speaking. But one thing you mentioned, so y'all are asking for reviews. Is that correct? So no one's just going on your page and just leaving you a review. Go ahead. You want to speak on that? Introduce yourself. And this, yes, everyone can hear you. This is for the people on live stream right now.
Good morning, everyone. This is May. I do real estate, but
Mhm.
I do like my full-time job is State Farm Insurance.
Nice.
And as well, we ask for reviews at the end of every conversation, like, with a new client. After we do the business and give them everything, we ask for their kind referrals because we're looking for also kind people like them to be joining our business or our agency. So most of the time, I get really great reviews.
Good.
And, like the way you build the rapport with the customers, you get them to, find a way and find the time to leave you a review. So this is really working very well with
Good.
us. We don't get paid, but it helps our business to grow. And
Great.
it makes us, one of the leaders in that Google. Like everyone opens the page, calls us, even if it's for a payment, let's say, they think that, this is State Farm. We tell them, no, this is the agency, and probably you need to call your agent.
Got
But
it.
this is really a great tool to, sell yourself and market yourself.
It is,
Uh-huh.
exists. But I guess the one thing I want y'all to get out of that right there is they ask for it. You know, you just like with anything else, you have to ask for the business. So what I do in my end is whenever we're done with our transaction, I send them a text message. Well, first my transaction coordinator actually provides them a link to do it. But you know what? They don't do it. They only do it when I ask them personally. So ask people for reviews, y'all. You know, it's no different from asking, hey, can I be your realtor? Can I sell your house? Can I help you buy a house? It's the same thing, y'all. And you know what? When you ask, I'm going to skip ahead on the slide really quick, but it also depends on how you ask, okay? So instead of me, what I've learned, the more you make it less about you, the more inclined people are going to help you. For example, take a look at this. Hello, friends. Can I ask a huge favor from y'all? We're looking to expand our reach so we can help more families in the Metroplex, and Google reviews helps us push us out. You happy with my services? Would you mind leaving me a review? If someone already left one, so thank you. And I give them a link to do it, right? Notice I didn't say, hey, can you leave me a review so I can make some more money, help some more clients? No, I didn't do that. And if I did ask that, they're probably not going to do it. But I position in a way, say, hey, I am helping other people. Can you help me help other people? When you make it about other people besides yourself, people will help you. Get where I'm coming from? All right. Now let's talk what happens. And I'll get to a reason. Actually, let me back this up. In order to stand out on Google Business, you have to have 50 reviews. Everyone write this down if you're taking notes. The threshold is 50 reviews and 150 photos. Where did that number come from? How did it get there? I have no idea. It's what I learned when I went to a training, and it works. However, Google algorithm has it set up, I have no idea. But what does that magic number do? It puts like 1,000 times percent Spotify on your name on Google Business. So you're competing against folks who are paying thousands of dollars to be first on Google. I'll show you. I'm on the first page whenever y'all Google me. So I'll show y'all that, all right? But that's why reviews are important and photos are important. You mentioned it before. What do we do when we get those reviews? Take a look at this. He's letting me know I helped them buy a house, but look at my response. Thank you for a fantastic review highlighting your experience as a first-time home buyer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Honored to serve you and your real estate needs. Does anyone see what I did there? Yes. What did I do? SEO. Yeah, so when I say it again for everybody.
I'll say it again. SEO.
Exactly.
Search engine optimization.
And that is the key with Google Business, SEO. So in that little thing right there, I talked about first-time home buyer. I talked about Dallas-Fort Worth because that's important. You know, like if people in the Dallas area, they want to find me. How can they find me? Dallas-Fort Worth. Even to have it set up, real estate needs. All that stuff I'm doing is very strategic, but it doesn't take that much. It's free, right? It's going to take a little bit of time, but this is everything we could do. And another thing on here as well is you don't have to get reviews just from your clients. You can get them from people you work with, your vendors, your title companies, your realtors, other agents, man. I have another real estate agent leaving me a Google review. That's pretty BA, you know, like, so just ask. All right, y'all. Everyone following so far? Is this good? Everyone say yay, nay? All right, cool. I need some energy. I feed off of y'all. All right, we already talked about that. Now, photos. You can post whatever photo you want on here. You just have to do it. You could take a photo of you going to lunch with your client. Maybe not post your client, but you can post a picture of the lunch. You can post a picture of a little event that we had here. This is a room. He's our partner from New York, came down and visited, and Daniel Ng threw a party for him. So if y'all don't know Daniel, this is Daniel. He's awesome, one of our leaders here at We Partners. He's a cool guy. But I have videos on here. I have houses I sold. I watermarked those. I have me receiving a hoodie from my preferred lender. It doesn't matter what you put on there. Just put it. People are going to go through it. They want to see who you are. Like if I just had houses on here, that's kind of boring. Let's be honest. But the fact that they get to see me multiple times, me doing things, me being a normal person, it builds that credibility. So with reviews and photos, helps push you out there. And it just helps build the SEO. Because at the end of the day, this business training is how do I get found on Google. Cool? All right, next. Actually, did y'all know y'all could post products on Google? Yes. You knew that, but does anyone else know that you could do that? Yeah, you can post, like for realtors, you can post homes for sale and homes you have sold. Like there. And why does this matter? Because I'm giving Google data. They love it. The more I feed into them, the more the likelihood they're going to push me out. So I have like full transparency. I have a VA working this thing 5 days a week. We have a schedule. Monday, market updates. We have it for different counties. Tuesday is when they blast out our training flyers. Wednesdays is Commercial Wednesday. He posts news updates on commercials, commercial real estate news. Thursdays, residential, and Fridays is 5-Star Fridays, where we basically repurpose our reviews. I'll show y'all that as well, but getting back on topic, as you can't tell, I have ADHD sometimes. This is my portfolio. When people are looking me up, yes, they can find me, like har.com. You can find like what realtors I've done in the past, right? But I made it easier for everybody. If you Google me, you can see how many houses I have sold, and I even have it watermarked. I even have my active listings down here. So if anyone wants to, oh crap, I want to take a look at this house. Hi, baby. They can click on it. You won't see it on here right now, but there's a call to action on these. And you'll see it on the next slide. It'll be like, hey, call now or blah, 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 whatever you want to say it, right? But I'm feeding Google data. When I do that, they're more likely to push me out. Separate tangent. You can apply this to social media as well. The more you post on social media, the more likely they are going to push you out. Everybody follow? Because we're all here to make what? Money. Exactly. Cool. Status updates. Just like Facebook, just like Instagram. It's kind of funny how these are kind of parallel to each other, but also operating the same way. You can put updates on here. So for example, this was yesterday, my VA put a training on here, talking about what we're doing, want to attract more clients, sign up. There is a call to action on these. 5-Star Fridays. We just repurposed our reviews. Call now. I'm going to keep saying it again. I keep feeding Google data for them to push me out. Everything I have been doing here has been giving Google data on me, right? So from the pictures to the reviews, all that, I am giving it data. Does anyone have any questions on anything so far? Cool. All right. Next. Like I said, I'm not here to teach you how to set up your Google business, but once you set it up, you're going to have this little template right here, so you could do your stuff on there. It'll tell you how's your profile strength look. If it looks bad, it'll tell you tips on what to do to make it an improvement. You want to edit your profile. read reviews, add photos, performance. I'll show y'all the performance tab as well and how much has helped me in a sense, but that's what it looks like. Boom. Oh, actually, let me go back. Show y'all something else. Now this is the interactive part. Boom. All right, so just to show y'all I am telling the truth. Here's Google. I put in DFW Realtor. I'm not on top 3, unfortunately, but if I'm scrolling down, I'm right there. So let me count that. So this person, these 2 people, you see where it says sponsored. They're paying for it. They're going to get it no matter what. But I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6. One of our partners, Lucia, is actually number 1. We just discovered that earlier with David. Didn't pay for anything, man. She's number 1. And she just searched up realtor. All right? Yeah, so I guess one advice I would give y'all, if y'all haven't started your Google business yet, put your name and put realtor. My mistake, I put DFW Realtor. So if you look up realtor right now, I won't be there. DFW is almost localized to the folks who live here in Dallas. If you ask someone in Pennsylvania, have you heard of DFW? What's that? Yeah. You heard of Dallas? Yeah. You heard of Fort Worth? Yeah. You know what I mean? So don't shoot yourself in the foot like I did. And one key thing I will say about Google Business is you will get flagged. You will get suspended. It's going to happen. It's happened to me. It's going to happen to you. I had a lot of folks reach out to me like, hey, I try to make some edits on here. They blocked my business. They suspended me. You got to fight back with Google. I'm not sure what their parameters are where they block you off, but you just got to be persistent. Send multiple tickets. Email them multiple times for them to reinstate your business account, and they will. For example, I had 38 reviews whenever they blocked my account and suspended me. And it was not a happy day in my household. But after 24 hours, I got it back just because I was nice. I was persistent, and I was persistent and nice, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a person behind that counter, and they're going to decide whether I want to help you out or not, right? So tip for life, be nice to everybody you meet. Cool? All right, what else on here? Yeah, what's up? Asking the thing.
So question I have is, first of all, I appreciate this. It's been ingrained in my head for a while, and I need to take action. I'll take action today to create my Google business page. The question I have is, you're an individual agent right now. You've been solo. When you build a team eventually, pretty soon, are you still going to use your solo Google business page, or are you going to create one for the Scrivener's team?
I would create one for the Scrivener team if I call it the Scrivener team. Really, I'm glad you asked that question too. I really want to edit my name from DFW Realtor to Realtor Brandon Scrivener, but I'm scared. Reason why I'm scared is because now I got to go back and fight with Google Business to kind of restart everything. Right. So I will try it at some point. Did I just get an extra review? Nice. Did someone leave me a review? You did? Thank you. What's your name? Jeff. Jeff, how'd you hear about us?
Eventbrite.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a hard money lender, so I work for the director. I'm the director of business development. So all the social media classes you guys have been coming or doing, I sit in. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself as well so everyone can hear you.
Hey, I'm Jeff. I'm with Black Label Capital. We're a hard money lender based in West Plano. And since your team has been putting on all the different social media, it doesn't necessarily always directly relate to a lender, but I've been trying to take over our marketing and kind of bring it up. So some of the stuff we do, some of the stuff we should be doing better. So it's been interesting.
Oh. That was good. That was good in you too. Thank you so much. And you see what? When you ask for stuff, that is prime example right there. I just got another review teaching this class. Like, thank you, Jeff. Everyone give him a hand of applause on that. But did I answer your question though, Ton, on that piece right there?
Yeah, I'm kind of going there too because I've been solo. Thank you. Here's the thing. I've been solo for so long.
Yeah.
But building a team, you need kind of decide whether you're gonna have a Google business page
Mhm.
under your name individual, because my branding is my branding is I've been doing it myself.
Yeah.
Call a group. I have a group, and determining whether I'm gonna have Tan Trend DFW Realtor or Trend Premier Group. So when the difference is individual, yes, but
Mhm.
depend on how do you want to operate, right? If you're gonna answer is that kind of like where you're
Yeah,
going?
for sure.
Because the group is like you have to be really strict, because it's like having a soccer team. You want a good player to play in the team because you want to keep that culture. You want to have that review. You want to keep the review. You can't invite all the players to come in and then it ruin your 5-star review right now.
For sure.
So it's kind of like that's kind of like
I
where do
see.
you draw the
Yeah.
line? And it's great right now, but when you have a team, do you still continue DFW Realtor Brandon, or are you gonna have Brandon Scribner team?
Well, I guess that's a risk you take when you're building a team, because
Yeah.
you can't supervise everybody,
Right.
right? So if you get a bad review on there, I mean, I'm sorry,
Yep.
but that's the risk you take when you build a team,
Yep. Yep. Agree.
and since you asked me that question, I think perception is key. If you market yourself as Trend Premier Group, even though you're just you as a solo agent, you sound cooler. There's a whole bunch of other people that want to work with you. Like, oh, I'm working with this group, even though it might just be Ton as a solo agent. Technically, you're not lying, because you have lenders, you have title partners, you have contractors. They are working with the group. Perception is key, y'all. All right. So
Right.
I would probably do Trend Premier Group.
Appreciate it, bro.
No, for sure. All right, and then I know I kind of went through the slides, but I'm gonna show y'all how everything looks like when you just Google my name. Because remember, people are if they want to know about you, they're gonna Google Xavier, they're gonna Google Erickson, they're gonna Google Brittany, Ton. They're gonna find you. So what happens when you look up Brandon Scribner? Oops, Brandon Scribners. I mean, look how much real estate I take on here. You can look at my reviews. You got a link to my website. And here's the status updates that we do. You want a link to all my Google reviews. Oh, actually, you can actually put a profile on here as well. So I would recommend doing that. SEO it. If you need help with SEO, ChatGPT, write whatever you want to say and optimize it for SEO for Google. Be very specific on how you want ChatGPT to spit out the prompts. I'm sorry. You want to ask some?
I do. I do want to ask something. So what would be a prompt that you give ChatGPT?
So I would create my own biography, right? Copy and paste it, post it into ChatGPT. Hey, I am creating a Google business page. Please rewrite this and optimize for SEO for Google. And you could apply that same thing too to something else, like if you want to do SEO for Instagram. ChatGPT is there to help. I mean, don't use everything on ChatGPT, because everyone can tell with the emojis and all that stuff. But if you use it correctly, it's going to be to your advantage. Great question. Yes, sir.
As a real estate agent, we're in a lot of real estate group, and especially like, for example, EXP.
Mhm.
We have a workplace. A lot of referrals from workplace, right? Agent from California. I'm looking for an agent in Texas, Dallas, particularly, to serve my client. I have a referral. Well, you chime in, and a lot of time you ask yourself, how come you never get them that agent to reach out to you? Even you reach out to them directly. Well, that agent goes on Google and Google Brandon Scribner. They see Brandon Scribner super active, all this star review, or versus myself don't have any kind of review. They're gonna go with Brandon, because, as you know, when there's a referral, hey, I have this referral. I mean, it's like the whole community flood into this post. And number one, that agent's overwhelmed. But I was like, this thing that you can do to kind of stand out. Maybe reach out to them directly via private chat. That can make you stand out. But let's say 3 people do that out of 30, and they're gonna okay, I can't pick between the 3. I'm gonna go Google that person, and they see Brandon Scribner, or more likely he's gonna get the lead and not me. Even though I'm the first, I've been consistent on following up. Brandon is all over the internet. So this is really the key to grow your business.
I love it. One second, Frank. I'm gonna answer this real quick, and you can talk. Right now, I'm letting you I'm teaching you how to be more, I guess, they can find you on social Google Business, right? But I'm leveraging this when I'm talking to my clients. Like, hey, I'm not bragging. My clients are. Look at all these reviews I had. Oh, you want to look for what a seller said about me? Cool. Look what a seller said. What is a first-time home buyer? What's the experience like working with me? I leverage it. When I'm on Facebook, when I have people, people are getting, y'all know how it is. I need a realtor in a Facebook group chat. Boom! Everyone's there, right? How do I stand out? I take a screenshot of this thing and I post it. Like, hey, look at me, pick me. Do they always pick me? No, but do I have a better shot? Yes, because then I had someone actually reach out to me. It was like, hey, I found your stuff on a Facebook profile, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. I don't even know who she is. I don't remember making that post, but I leverage it. Everything I'm teaching you right now is not like a square box, circle, hole, whatever. Use all of it, okay? Go ahead, Frank. What you got, man?
Hey, yeah, I'm curious, how did you find your VA and how did you get your VA trained? Like, did you train your VA or did they already know how to do it?
Mm-hmm. So I found my VA by luck, actually. And how did I train them? Dude, I just had this conversation with Brittany. KV Core trainings, I sent it to him. I was like, hey, learn this. Google Business training, I had a video, go learn this. And he did it. And I'm just blessed to have a VA who actually takes initiative and cares about my business as much as I do. Maybe not as much as I do, but but I empower him. So shout out to Evan. I'll make sure you see this video, dude. I empower him and I let him do whatever he does, and he just takes care of it. So make it easy. Don't reinvent the wheel. If there's already a training video out there, send it to them, make them learn it. That's their role. No, I'm not doing. No free promotions. No free promotions here. Yeah, but good questions, y'all. Just to kind of show y'all everything one more time. So here is a list of most of the homes I've sold, right? So they can go through it and take a look at it. I have some active listings. This one's actually pending. We're closing tomorrow, so kudos to myself on that one. I actually need to update the price on this one, and yeah, so I got two active listings right now. And then I have links to my profiles, YouTube, Instagram. If someone wants to schedule a calendar invite with me, I have it there for them. And yeah, right there. So I'm going to open up for questions in a bit, but I just want to recap on a few things. Reviews, ask for them. If they can post photos with the reviews, even better, because Google loves photos. Google loves data. So if they have a photo, ask them to post it, just like I'm asking y'all to do it right now too, all right? Take photos of everything, post it on your own. That way you can hit that 150 photo mark. You have 50 reviews, 150 photos. Google puts like 1,000% magnifying glass on your business. When you always reply back to your reviews. I'll be honest, I haven't replied back to them in a timely manner, but get to it. And when you do it, be SEO specific. Don't give your clients confidential information out there, but hey, it was great to help you find a house in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. Pleasure helping you get your closing costs paid for in your new construction home. Look forward to serving you and your family on all your real estate needs. You see how much SEO I just put in there? So if someone looks up real estate, I pop up. Dallas-Fort Worth market, hopefully I pop up. Things of that, and just keep doing it. It's a part of your business. If it's not already a part of your business, you should make it your business. If you haven't created a Google business profile, what up, Marty? Pretty good. You guys should do it. Cool. Was this helpful? Did y'all like this? Okay. Thank you. What's up?
One of the conferences I've attended, the presenter shares something very similar to you, but what he said, I think is pretty true. Because let's say if you get all of a sudden, if you knew, you ask everyone to submit review, try to space it out a few per day. Don't flood your Google business page with hundreds or 5 to 10 review at the same day. They may think, number one is like, you want to be genuine. Don't just ask all your friends to submit review for you. And when it's too much, Google it may flag like a spam or something. So just slowly add more and more Brandon may get 10 today. I don't know if all 10 will make it. I heard that when they get a lot, some of them doesn't show up. So just do it consistently, but don't just flood it all with many reviews. Do you agree, Brandon?
Yeah. Yes. More. I don't know. I don't know enough to speak on that, so I'll be honest. But I think all reviews are great. You sound like you wanted to say something. Go ahead, sir. You are important, just like everybody else. Go ahead.
No. So I would say like, yes, they will flag you because it's basically against the law to make fake reviews. So to their eyes, you're making fake reviews. So, and another thing I want to add on is like, I really like the way how, like on the sidebar, your thing goes all the way to the bottom, like all the things that you posted, that it pushes out all the competitors.
Mhm.
So you actually scroll down on Brandon Scribner, scroll all the way down on the sidebar.
Yeah.
Look at his competitors. They're not gonna consider that, but look how much effort it had to go to see that. So yeah.
Thank you. Maybe so, but I mean, if anything, like even if you go on the second page on Google, like I'm taking up so much real estate on here. Google wants to push me out. All right, and just let me show y'all the data metrics we get out of this. All right, so from August 2024 to March now, I had 315 people that viewed my profile. How would you like 315 people you have never even seen or had a conversation with take a look at your profile? Yes, because your eyes, like, as the best marketer wins. How can I get in front of more people? The more people I get in front of, the more people I can help. The more people I help, the more problems I solve. The more problems I solve, my life is good. All right. We're almost done with training. Just want to show y'all this really quick. I got no calls, but they're not calling directly from my, like, clicking on it, right? They're texting me. They're calling me at a different time. No one can book for my thing. 271 people found me for directions requests. And I had 43 people visit my profile, my not profile, I'm sorry, but my website. This stuff works. The more you feed into it, the more it's going to take care of you. Cool? You have any questions? Go ahead, Alex. Oh, yeah?
You all deserve it. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Thanks, y'all.
So I just have a question.
Yeah.
So do you have you ever had some like random person never using your service come to your Google business page, just leave you a 1-star review?
No, I have not.
And you haven't done it?
No. Has that happened to you?
Yeah, just so weird. So we try to fight with Google now because we don't deserve it. For all the service, we have like 100 review, 5-star. Someone just came and leave you a 1-star. So I don't know how Google handle it. So that's why I just asked you if you have done it.
I have not had that happen to me, but kind of like if you get flagged on your Google business, just keep bugging Google to fix it. You just gotta be, they will take it down. It may not happen right away. It may take a week, but I mean, if I stepped in some poo, I want that poo off, right? So just keep pestering Google business for that.
Right, because if you did like provide bad customer service, right, you have to take it and you learn, you improve it. But if you do the best, your clients, I think all the realtor here deserve it. Your clients after closing, they give you a 5-star review, right?
Yep.
But I mean, just random, they try to damage your business, so you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I think Google has something for that. Just like I said, just keep hitting up customer service. Eventually, they'll get to you. Thank you, Alex. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's presentation. This was really fun. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. At first, there was nobody here, and I was like, "Oh man!" But as people started coming, I'm like, "Okay, this is kind of cool." But I have the pleasure of introducing Paul Roberts. He is one of our leaders here at We Partners. He is amazing at everything he does. The guy, he just exudes greatness, right? He always encourages the team to be the best person they could be and push us out of our boundaries. So without further ado, would you mind giving Paul Roberts a hand of applause? Stand up for the man.
Grab your mic.
All right, cool. Thanks, Paul.
All right, gang. Scrivener. Give him a hand here. This is all about leadership development, developing leaders, and what we're looking for is, I'm looking for the person that's scared to death to come up here. Well, thanks, God bless you. To come up here and teach, because that's when you start to grow. If you don't grow, the problem with education and training is it doesn't work, because you're sitting there listening to someone else teach you, and you are thinking about things that are going on in your life, your kids, you're worried about this, you're worried about that. Like, who in here, when Scrivener was talking, you had 2 or 3 worries that came through your head that you thought about? Raise your hand, be honest. Okay, only a couple of you. Okay, we're starting to get hands up. Okay, good. Y'all know what happens if you don't all raise your hand. Let's say you guys go to church Sunday because you're lying. Because we all do it. We all think of like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and everything starts to hit you. So education and training doesn't really work in the fashion we think it works in, but when you get up here and teach it, life changes it. Stacy, right?
Yes.
Life changes, Stacy, when you get up here and teach it to somebody. Okay? Scrivener grew today, Ken, because he got up here and taught. Sorry. He learned, thank you. Wow, I'm loud. He learned something amazing today by getting up here and teaching. Okay? And that's how it works. So if you are, and by the way, Scrivener, you didn't seem nervous at all. You're doing so much better. I mean, no kidding, dude. You are rocking. I mean, I remember the first time you got up here, yeah, to now, yeah, it's like, yeah. And now we're going to be cold calling, and each week you're going to get better and better and better. And that's leadership and training. And that's what we want here. We don't want polished speakers up here that, they're eager to get up here and teach whatever they want to teach. I want people that are scared, and we want to take you from that level to the next level. Just like every one of us who've been watching Scrib since he first started, right before our eyes, he grew. Right before our eyes, he grew. You with? Because y'all think you saw his first presentation, huh? Yeah. Right before our eyes, we saw this man grow. That is awesome. I remember when I first started building my business 20 years ago, a good friend of mine that was my mentor that brought me into the business, Alex, he said to me, the greatest joy or fulfillment you're going to get out of building a business is watching other people grow. Now, at the time I was broke, my cars were being repossessed, my house was in foreclosure. The only thing I wanted to see grow was my bank account. I didn't care too much about you, Jessica. I'm sorry, but I wanted to watch my bank account grow, right? I thought he was an idiot. I was like, geez, something wrong with you watching other people grow. I'm trying to hide my car from the repo man. But he was so right. It is the greatest blessing watching other people grow right before your eyes. That is the fulfillment of building a business. Okay. Who in here is not part of EXP right now? Not part of EXP. Okay. When I first joined these guys, when I first sat down with Daniel and Calvin and Colin, I had just sold a business. I was going to kind of retire, Stacy, but I can't really retire. I want to do stuff. At the time I was only 53. I'm 55 now. And I wanted more out of life, because I was building a business and I had to walk away from it, and it got really lonely, very lonely. Okay. Because when you sell your business, you got to walk away from it. You're not allowed to recruit those folks. You're not allowed to, it's over, it's done. And it becomes very lonely. And so I met Daniel and Colin and Calvin, and Daniel started talking to me. And as he was talking to me, something was very clear of what he was showing me about what EXP offers. Okay. Has anybody ever, well, let me ask it a different way. And y'all are watching me grow, because I used to not know how to use this thing when I first started. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to mess up real quick. But he started talking to me, and this is what I heard. Jessica, this is what I felt. He didn't say it just like this, but like, oh gosh, this is it. Has anybody not seen the cash flow quadrant? Raise your hand. Not seen it? What was your name again? It was Sonia. Jennifer invited you. Sonia. So the cash flow quadrant was in a book that Robert Kiyosaki wrote. And I was told to go buy that book 20 plus years ago. And I went and bought it, Ken, and it changed my life. It changed the way I looked at sales. It changed the way I looked at everything when it came to working hard. Because I was a hard worker. right? I mean, I was crazy. I would do anything. I would work hard. Who in here would identify themselves as a hard worker? So what I'd like to do is show you how to work hard, but also multiply that, because that's what this does for you. What this stands for here, this is employee. So if you're an employee with a company and they pay you to show up on time, they tell you when to go to the bathroom, they tell you where to go on vacation, all that stuff, that's an employee. Nothing wrong with being an employee. I was an employee, no big deal. I got fired, but I was an employee. Okay. Who was an employee in here and also got fired? Yeah. Do you know, like, it's a high deal with self-employed people and business owners? They get fired from jobs. Do you know why? Because we're creative. We're thinking. We're like, man, that's a stupid way to do that. What do you mean you want to do it? No, we want to do it this way. Okay. So employee, and this is self-employed. If you're a real estate agent, if you're selling insurance with Allstate, you're self-employed. Okay. I like being self-employed. I don't love being self-employed. I watch people write on Facebook, I'm self-employed and loving it. That's a lie, or you haven't been doing it long enough to realize that's a lie. Okay? Because when self quits working, self is unemployed. Okay? Which means no money's coming, which means it's better to be an employee at that moment. Because at least you can act like you're working and still get paid. Can I get an amen? Okay. So self-employed, I like it. I think it's cool. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. I think being self-employed will open you up, tear you up, and spit you out and show you exactly who you are. Okay? Who in here has been self-employed less than, say, a year? Less than a year. Okay, yeah. It's going to show you, it's going to reveal who you are. It will reveal who you are because no one's telling you what to do. You're holding yourself accountable. You're showing up in the morning to run, or you're not showing up in the morning to run. It's up to you, right? Here's where I want everybody, being a business owner. So when Daniel started preaching, he wasn't preaching, that's the wrong thing to say. When Daniel was telling me about EXP and this opportunity, and more importantly, we partners, I was like, I can build another business. I sold my other business for multi-millions. I can build another one. And what I learned about this business here is it's willable. I don't got to sell it. I can just give it to my kids. My other business, I couldn't do that. I had to sell and get out. There had to be an exit strategy. Here, in fact, my man Daniel sent me a form yesterday. I think he sent it to a bunch of y'all too. You actually have to sign who's going to get your business when you die. It's got a legal word to it that's much better than what I just said. Succession plan, but it said something else too. Like when I die and I get that thing I got to fill out, you had me send. See, I barely graduated high school, so thank you. And if you know the answer and I'm getting stuck and you feel like I've messed up or something, just throw the answer. It's all good. So I want you to be a business owner, and I got my high school transcript if you want to see it. Let's hear it. I graduated at 500 out of 522 kids. Yeah. My mom was so upset by that. She goes, I don't understand how you beat 22 people. She goes, you were never there, and she was right. I was like, I don't know how I beat. They must have flunked. They must have died or GED'd out. I don't know what happened to them. But anyhow, so I want people to go here. And as long as I have air in my lungs, I'm going to preach about EXP and the opportunity for you to build a business. I'm not saying you got to stop being a real estate agent and build a business. I'm just asking you to do it little by little by little. Okay. Let's back up now. So there was 4 things. Real quick. Who in here, like Jasmine, why are you a real estate agent? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I can tell by your posting, and Jennifer's shaking her head yes. I can tell by your posting that's correct, what she just said, right? Yeah, I felt that. I feel that in her postings, the things she's saying. Anybody else? Scrub, why are you doing? Why are you a real estate agent? Hey, do you know we do things for 2 reasons: either hate or love? Do y'all aware of that? Either hate or love. Who was the swimmer? Michael Phelps. He hated losing. That's why he won. He didn't love winning. He hated losing. Okay. I'm a love person. I love doing it. That's why I do it. But it doesn't matter which one you decide, whether it's hate or love, just get after it. So you just hate it. Someone telling you when to go to the bathroom. You ain't gonna tell me where to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Now, people laugh when I say that, but they really are telling you where you can go on vacation. Are you aware of this? It's called your pay. It's called the ceiling that they have on your life that you can't break through no matter how much harder you work, TC. They still going to give you that ceiling. You can give all you got. And the guy sitting beside you ain't doing nothing. Y'all still getting paid the same? Am I right? I was going somewhere with that. Oh, so what about you, TC? Why are you doing it?
Oh, you know, I got into real estate by accident. I was asked to be an assistant. Illegally sold 2 properties. Did not know. I think that agent that got me to be an assistant. I'm here today. Didn't know until I go to school, but I love it, passionate, and because of the love and passion, my business grew. And take things serious. You know, I take things very, very serious. And
Now that you finished.
repeat that.
No, go ahead. No, just
Right. So just really, I'm very passionate. Like Jasmine was saying, I'm a people person. I love working with people and seeing them win, seeing the tears in their eyes makes a big difference. You know, every transaction is a story, and we want to guide our clients to a happy story, a love story, and so just really passionate about it.
Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
I just remembered when I had the interview with my State Farm agent, they asked me, "Do you love to work insurance?" And I told them no. No. Insurance is like my source of income, steady income, but I really love my real estate because of everybody who said that, you know, I love relations with people. I love to see how happy they are when they go and they, you know, manage to obtain this house, let's say, and it's their dream home.
Yeah.
So this is making me so happy and so fulfilled.
Like it. Does anybody have a goal? Like, what are some of your goals? Like, anybody got a goal they want to share? Jasmine, look at you. You know what, Jasmine? Come up here. Give Jasmine a hand. I warned you I was going to do this.
You said it'd be summer though, so.
I did say summer, but here we are. Yeah. First off, what's your name? Tell everybody.
Jasmine Fernandez.
Okay.
I just signed with EXP a month ago and became a realtor a month ago. This is my 1 month anniversary, so yeah.
And she's done so much in a month. If you go look at her, you guys got to follow her on social media. She's good. I would not expect her to be only here for a month. That was horrible English the way I just said that. But that was it's amazing. It's only been a month. Yeah. And I say, what was my question for you? Oh, goal. Give me a goal.
Yes, so I mentioned this with Jessica, my mentor. She's amazing. I love her so much. And she told me to come up with a why. And there I wrote, I want to sell or do 3 transactions. And I crossed it out and I said, I want to cap.
Yeah.
So that's my big goal for this year. I want to cap. I want to learn from everyone here. So inspiring, but yeah.
Don't go anywhere. What does cap mean for the new folks that are in here?
I want to cap. So with EXP, it's 80-20 split. And then after you cap, it's probably like 6 to 7 transactions and you get 100% after that.
Okay.
So I just want to do those 6 to 7 transactions.
So you earn 80% on the 3% commission.
Yes.
And then if you do 6 or 7, you cap and you get 100%.
Correct.
And you get stock. You get equity in this company.
And that I'm still learning. So yeah. Absolutely.
You're doing half of my presentation right now.
Got it. Awesome.
I was talking about this with her on the barbecue night the other night. I said, we're going to get you up
with
here.
TC.
You're going to be showing the opportunity. She goes, no. And now look at her. You just did it right there. You did it better than me.
Thank you.
Give her a hand. Thank you. Anybody else got a goal? No one's going to give their goal now. I ain't got no goals. You're going to make me get up there. Thank you so much, Jasmine. You have to have something that you're fighting for. Thank you, Jessica, by the way, for being a great freaking leader. Most leaders are just like, go out and do some transactions so I can make money. She took the time to be a leader and say, what is your why? You got to have a why. That's powerful. Because if you're not doing that, don't be a leader. Just stop. Or let the leader above you do it. Okay? When I first met Daniel, he says, my why is I want to help 3 generations. That touched my heart because my pastor says the same thing. I said, this is a man I can follow. He's got a big vision for his life. Now, saying that, Daniel doesn't have to do this business. He's got plenty of money. He chooses to do this business. That even fired me up more. And he works hard. I think he probably outworks every one of us in this room. If you want to challenge, maybe the baby wants to challenge me. if you want to challenge me, let's talk later. But I have a feeling he probably beats us all. He's non-stop with his goal, with his why of helping 3 generations. Okay. And so when he started talking about all that, I was like, okay, now I need to open my heart. And this is what I'm asking everybody in the room to do. Open your heart. Oh, just open your heart. Because if you open your heart and open your mind, you'll learn something you weren't going to learn. If you're closed off and you're thinking, I know what he's going to say. I know what EXP is. They talk about building. They talk about this. I'm asking you right now just to open your heart and something can change. Okay. I was reading an incredible book on how to get sober because I'm 13 years sober this May. I was reading it. Thank you. I was reading an incredible book on how to get sober in that book because my heart was open and I was vulnerable because I wanted to quit, right? I mean, I was like, I'm about to die. Because I was open and my heart was vulnerable, I learned more about business in that book than I did learning about being sober. Open your heart. Okay, that's all I'm asking you to do. So, there had to be 4 things. One was leads. Now, I kind of think every company out there's got leads or has a source of leads. So I don't think that really changes us. I don't think that's the difference maker for us. Like, oh my God, y'all offer leads. I like that. It's important. Like I was going to join a company that had lead sources and I'm going to get leads for my team because that's just the way I used to do it. I used to be in insurance, so I know how important leads are. So I'm going to do leads. And I like that. But I was like, Jenny, I was like, that's not the difference maker right there, but that's cool. And then number 2 was education and training. I've already talked to y'all about this a little bit. I think the education and training that we do is horrible. Not EXP. I'm just talking in general. It's not the right way to do it. That's why we do Leadership Wednesdays. Because the person teaching is the person learning. Okay. But we do have incredible leadership. We have world-class leadership and training. It's on demand. Like I can go and get my training on non-income producing hours. Okay. Do y'all know what non-income producing hours are? Jessica, do you want to take a stab at it? Late at night when everybody's asleep, I can't be talking to my customers. I can't be talking to new people to join my business, Frank. Income producing activity during those hours, I need to do that. But training, I love the way Scrib trained his VA. That was brilliant. And by the way, all you mentors out there, do that from now on. When you got an agent that asks about XYZ, say, here you go, get back to me tomorrow, and you train me on it. Done. End of discussion. You quit wearing yourself out as a mentor. Right now, you're got all these training and I'm gonna train you. They're not listening to you. I promise. They're listening to you for a small amount of time, and then they're checking out and doing exactly what y'all are doing to me right now. Thinking about, man, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's what I want. I don't know what y'all want. But see what I'm saying? But that's what happens. But I love the way Scrib did it. So education training is essential. I get it. Okay? But there's something more powerful than education and training. It's called activity. It's called action. It's called doing stuff. Jasmine's been here 1 month, you say? 1 month. You doing open houses? She's doing open houses already. 1 month. Did you sign up for open houses before you had all your signs and your business cards? She said yes. That's what all winners do. I'm going to do it. Oh, crap. What do I do? Right? That's what winners do. Because they're like, oh, I need a sign. Right? You sign up for an open house, you get really excited about it. And then all of a sudden you realize you don't got a sign. That's how you do it. Activity. See, education training is useless without activity. And one thing we're going to train at We Partners is how to do activity, how to go do it scared, how to do it when you're freaking out, how to do it. Like we've been trained on social media a lot. And I'm watching some of y'all jump up there and do it. By the way, y'all are helping my team in Florida because now I saw them doing some social media this last week. And I was watching them. And they weren't happy about it. But they heard y'all do it. And you can see it in their face they're not happy about it. But in time, they'll be great at it. They're not going to be good at the beginning. So this, without a team holding you accountable to real activity, to real action, useless. And again, I think everybody already has this. I think all of our competitors have this. Okay. This is where everything changes. Number 3. Everything completely radically changes here where our competition doesn't offer what we got. You ready? Number 3 is equity. There's 5 ways to earn equity in our company. If you do your first transaction, you get stock in the company. Okay. If you become an icon, no. If you cap out, you get stock in the company. If you become an icon, you get stock in the company. And if you bring somebody in, like Jessica's brought Jasmine in, and Jasmine does her first transaction, Jessica gets equity. And then the last one, which is the coolest, and people always kind of, especially men confuse things. You get a 5% discount when you purchase our stock. I'll notice that my men agents that sign up with me, they confuse that. The women agents that sign up, like, I get a 5% discount? Oh, I'm in. I'm buying a bunch. How much can I buy? That's what the women ask. The man's like, well, I don't know if that's going to fit my portfolio scheme because I got to, shut up, you got nothing. I used to sell life insurance and annuities. I know you got nothing. Don't tell me that. Just take the 5%. It's 5% discount. Duh, right? This is no brainer. So 5 ways to earn equity with our company. I love this. Stacy, this touches my heart because I built a business. I sold that business and I was never in a position, TC, to offer equity to my team. All the warriors, all the people that fought hard to get me there, I was never in a position to give them equity. I didn't like that. I didn't like any part of that. So when he started reading this off to me, I was like, you're kidding me. You mean I can bring my man Noel and he can get a license and he can start getting equity in this company from day one and he can build and also get equity in this company? I'm in. That fires me up. Okay. So that was awesome. Number 4, revenue share. That's the game changer. If you're, who in here has worked at a job and you told your boss to hire your friend because like they said, hey, we need another person. TC, you had it? Stacy? Scribner? Okay, so it's happened to every one of us. Like there's a job opening at your business, right? We're all giving people, right? We tell our boss, hey, you need to hire my friend Jessica. She's really good. And they're like, oh, cool, we'll interview her. And they hire Jessica. What do they give you for Jessica? Huh? What? No. They oh, thank you. Thank you. By the way, you need to come in because your evaluation's not so good. You know, I mean, you're fired, but thanks for bringing Jessica. She replaced you. Thank you. You hired your replacement. God bless you. You're such a great person, right? That's how they do it in the business world, right? And so in that model, it drives me insane because that's a pyramid. That's an absolute pyramid. This person, the boss, making all the money. Okay, this is you. You told them to bring in Jessica, and they're not giving you no money for Jessica. They're like, hey, thank you. Come in for your evaluation. Oh, we're going to give you your cost of living raise. Whoa. What is that, by the way? Does anybody know? Huh? 3% cost of living. Whoa! And you tell me they don't tell you where to go on vacation if they give you a 3% cost of living. Okay, so, but you see how this works? And I just didn't like that. So then what I did is when I sold my business and I started looking around at other models inside the real estate world, is I noticed there was a situation where there's a broker, okay, and the broker's the boss. They recruit people. They recruit real estate agents to join their team. They run ads constantly. You can go look at them right now. They got every large RE/MAX, KW. They're running ads right now. Come join our team as a real estate agent. Come join our team as a real estate agent, right? But in this situation, who's making all the money? The broker's making all the money. Now, there'll be someone that argues with me and say, no, Paul, I'm a team leader. I lead a team. Okay? But it's stopped at the person you're leading. If they bring in someone, you're not earning revenue off of them. And if they bring in someone, you're not earning money off of them. And if they bring in someone, you're not, no. Okay? So yes, you are getting a little something, but you're not truly sharing the revenue of the company. All right. Now with this, so I was like, that ain't good. So as he was explaining it to me, in my head, I started going, so because I'm real creative, I'm a psychology guy, I can't do math, I can't spell, none of that crap. But I was in my head, this is what I was drawing. This is me, and this is all EXP. Okay. I've got a plethora, I've got not one broker to talk to. 11, 15? 11 to 15 brokers. Let's go with 11th. That was funny. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. I'll buy you lunch. 11 is not even a name, a word. So I got all these brokers to go talk to, not just one. And they all have a vested interest in little old bitty me, Paul Roberts, who can barely spell, can barely add, just got into real estate, and they're here to help me. They're here to guide me. Okay. And on top of that, I've got right here, I got Colin who invited me in. I got Calvin, and I got my man Daniel right there, Daniel Ng. Okay. So I've got Colin who came to me and said, hey, what are you going to do next? That's literally how he recruited me. I laugh so hard, and all people say, how do I recruit? How do I become a great recruiter, an agent attractor as so-and-so? This is what Colin did. You ready? What are you going to do next? That dude's brilliant. I mean, the oratory, is that even a word? I'm trying too hard. But I mean, huh? This is when I sold my business. He walked into my building when we were selling it because he was the renter. He was the realtor that was going to lease my building out because I was moving out. And he says, what are you going to do next? That's how he got me. Don't overthink this. What you going to do next? You can even shorten it up. Colin's Asian, so he don't say it that way, but you can say it that way if you're like me. What you going to do next? Right? You shorten it up, whatever. That's all he did. And I said, I don't know. And boom, I met Daniel. But anyhow, so I want to talk to y'all a little bit about, I hear a lot of times people say, you know, it really depends on the group that you join if you're going to be successful. And I agree to that to a certain extent. I want to know what context you're saying that in. The context you're saying in is probably about training. That is incorrect. The context that I'm looking at is I will fight for that man, therefore I'll grow. Okay? So this guy right here is a commercial real estate guy. I'm residential, by the way. And I just got in the business, can't spell real estate, don't know how to say realtor. This guy right here, commercial real estate. Calvin. Okay? Daniel, that man right there. Y'all ready? Commercial real estate. It gets worse. Above him is James, commercial real estate. Was the president of EXP Commercial Real Estate. It's getting really bad in here, right? Where's Paul going to learn? Who's going to teach me? Who's going to hold my hand? Who's going to tell me how to spell real estate? Because no one can. I should quit and go to another company. Y'all heard that before. You've heard other people say stuff like that. It's not till here Tom Trong he's in my world, residential. But he's got a couple thousand people on his team. I'm not going to bug him about, yo, man, how do you get on Sky Slope? I still don't know how to, by the way. I hired a transaction coordinator. Thank you. I can't even say that. So I hired a transaction. So I'm not going to bug this man with real estate questions. Hey, will you teach me KV Core, Tom? I know you got a team of a couple thousand people, you know. Dude's important, right? The only thing I'm going to ask this man right here is what makes you fight? How did you get to 2,000 people? Like, I just want to sit down and listen to him and say nothing, okay? So who's going to help me? Who's going to help me? Let's go to the context. Daniel Ng right here built a business with his heart, a serving heart. Therefore, all the people in here that he brings in, you attract who you are. And he's attracting people with serving hearts. So this man Daniel's hired TC, Scribner, Anna, Jennifer, Judy. We got 2 Judys. I mean, it just goes on and on. I've got this plethora of people to call and say, hey, what my buyer wants to make an offer. What do I do? That's literally was one of my first questions. I don't know what to do, but they want to make an offer. Do you know how to do it? I don't know how to do it. So I call TC. He's in the dentist chair. Dude's in the dentist chair. Answers his phone. He's got the stupid glasses on that are real big so they don't get the spit in your eyeballs. I'm not kidding you. He's FaceTiming me. I'm like, dude, you did not have to answer the phone while you're in the dentist chair, but I do appreciate it. But he still taught me while he sat in that chair because of that man's serving heart. You see what I'm saying? We all look for, who's going to teach me how to do this? There's no one here to teach me. They only know commercial. I must quit. No. What he's built here. Who did that? Frank, you mess with my board? All these people. I mean, Scribner, he'll answer my phones. Anna, Cynthia. I got so many people to ask. And here's the cool thing about it, Noel. No one made fun of me. Literally, now they might have done it behind my back, but they didn't do it in front of me, which I'm cool with. If you want to do it behind, no, okay. No, I know they didn't do it behind my back because I'll tell you something else about this man. There's no gossip. You will never sit around here and gossip about somebody else. The man is just about how can I help somebody. And when a man's got a mission on his heart to help people, he ain't got time for gossip. So I know they didn't talk bad about me. I was joking when I said that. But think about that. Think about all the help I have. So I've got a team of 300. His team's 300 people. So I got a team. He's got a team of 1,000 people. Can I get a round of applause for that? Come on now. We're going to speak it as I sit here right now speaking it. Come back and check on us at the end of the year. We're going to be right at 1,000. Okay. We're not there yet, but from here on, Jenny, we got 1,000. Okay. So he's got 1,000 people I can go to and ask questions, and they're going to help me. It gets gooder. How many employees does EXP have? 2,000? 2,500. I have another additional 2,500 people that want to help me. And they are the coolest people in the world. I call them, talk to them. Yo, man, I'm new. Don't know how to spell real estate. I don't even know if I'm in the right broker room right now. You're not. Good. Okay, cool. Hey, yo, man, I'm new. Everybody's helped me. I haven't found a rude person yet. And then he introduced me to like the godfather of the company, Brent Gove. And I mean, this dude's like is he the godfather? I don't know if he's the godfather. What would he call Brent? Brent's the happiest man on earth. I'll say that. The dude's always smiling. He's got a team of 72 billion, and it's not that many, but it's close. But he's always just shaking people's hands, saying hello, hugging you. Can I get a picture with you? I'm like, yeah. I forgot why I was telling this part of the story. Where was I? God, I got a whole team. I even got, what have we determined what his name is? He's the happiest man in the world, helping me. Last night he was texting me as he was landing in Puerto Rico. He's landing in and we're texting. And I was like, I got a little man crush on him. I'm sorry. And I'm like, I showed it to my wife. Brent's texting me. Oh, it gets worse. Brent's texting me. I said, hang on. She goes, what are you doing? I'm screenshotting. I'm going to send it to Daniel. Daniel, Brent's texting me. Now, there's some men in here go, I'll never talk to him. No, because that's what I expect out of this deal, the excitement. That's what I'm going to get back. And I got this man just texting me as him and his family are landing in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So many people to help Jasmine, you have the same thing I got. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's awesome. So when I build a team and bring people in, they got all of these people to work and help them. Not Paul, not me. I don't know what to tell them what to do, really. You know, I do know certain things. I know how to do activity, but there's certain things like SkySlope and KV Core and what are some other real estate words y'all love to throw at me? Really pisses me off when they do too. I'm like, I don't know that. Throw me another one. Well, yeah, you bother me with that all the time. He's my buddy. We did real estate together. Yeah, we did real estate together. Frank, what are some other real estate terms? Inside KV Core and SkySlope and BAC. Does the client offer BAC? I'm like, whoa. I thought like the Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission. What are we talking about here? And then I had to look it up. And then TC goes, no, BAC means is the client going to offer? Is the seller going to offer commissions? Oh, okay, BAC, whatever. So, I mean, but you don't have to worry about all that because you got so many people to help you. You know what people are buying from you? Anybody? They ain't buying your knowledge. They're buying you. They're buying you. Jasmine will probably beat more people in here because she's just doing so much activity. She didn't know what she's doing, but she's just generating so much activity. She's going to pass everybody because she just keeps generating activity and activity and activity. Okay. So how does the rev share work? Oh, I don't have to race anymore. I'm getting gooder at this. I skipped something. Oh, yeah. So this is the way I draw it. This is not authorized and deputized by EXP. This is Paul Roberts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I'm telling you right here is if you invite 12 people into the business, invite people just like Colin did. What'd Colin say to me? What you going to do next? That's how that was his recruiting style. And I showed up. That's all you got to do. So whatever you want to do, just get them around Daniel, get them around to Calvin, get them around to Scribner, get them around to TC, get them around all the winners, and just let them just see if they want to join. If they say, hey, thank you for inviting me. I think y'all are a cool group of people, but I'm going to stay where I'm at. You say to that person, no problem, man. I'm glad you got to meet the people I'm working with. I'm going to bat for these people. Thank you for showing up. Hey, let's go grab some coffee. Let's go play some pickleball. Let's go do something. Let's hang out. We're still friends. We're still buddies. Don't like write someone off. They didn't join. They wasn't the right time for them, right? Just wasn't the right time. But you just keep asking and keep asking and keep asking, and all of a sudden, Jessica, another person shows up. Another Jasmine shows up. Like what you need, Jessica, really is 12 Jasmines. I'm not kidding you. I always say I need 12 Brandon Scribners. That's what I want. Okay, I need 2 Brandon Scribners and 2 TCs, and that's really all I need. Okay, but I hurt someone's feelings. See, you shouldn't do that because now I'm thinking of the person I left out. What I really need is 2 TCs, 2 Daniels, 2 Scribners. I'm going to shut up. So you invite 12 folks in here, and I promise you are on your way to building something massive. Okay? And here's what I can promise you is these 4 folks right here, one of these is a Brent Gove who will go out and introduce or invite like 72 million people. Okay? He'll just do it. He's crazy. He's crazy like you are. And this person will go out and invite 2 bazillion people. It's just the way it works. I did this model in insurance. It's the exact same thing. Nothing changes. Because I go around, I got to hang out. I flew first class the other day with Freeman and asked him about his business. Sure enough, his business is just like this. If you have 1,000 people on your team, 800 are going to come from here, 200 are going to come from here. Just the way it is. These 4 right here are going to bring you 80%. Don't know why, just the way it works. So when you think about building a massive empire that you can that you can have a succession plan to your kids, you only need 4 really good leaders. That's it. It's insane. I sold a business for multi-millions, and I only had 4 leaders. And people act like they were like doing videos of me. And yo, how'd you do it? I really wanted to lie and say, well, it's because I went to Bunker Hill Community College. I used to love to tell people I went to college in Boston. If I'd have just left it at that, we'd have been cool. I went to college in Boston. Because now you're thinking, MIT, well, not now because you know how stupid I am, but at first you don't know, right? Boston College, Harvard, right? It was actually Bunker Hill Community College. Anybody been to Boston? You have? So have you been, do you know what Bunker Hill is? No. There's only like one person that I've ever found, and it was Tom Trong. His upline, he lives in Boston. Okay, so invite these folks in, and boom. Now, I would love to say, hey, you're going to earn, so every time this person does a transaction, you're going to get paid some money. When this person does a transaction, you get paid some money. When this person transacts, you get paid some money. Do me a favor. Don't worry about what you're getting paid off them. Please, I'm begging you. Don't play that game. Here's the game I want you to play. You ready? Learn about this person. TC said it earlier. This person has a story. Figure out what their story is. Figure out why they want to do this. Figure out why they're fired up about being a mother. Figure out everything about them. What's their favorite color? What's their favorite football team? Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to get you out of here. Who's your favorite team? I knew that. I just wanted him to see if he was brave enough to say it in front of a bunch of Cowboy fans. He's not. He's just about as smart as me. We're on the same level. Okay. Anyhow, so I'm messing with you. He's way smarter than me. But where was I? Oh, just learn about this person. Do life with this person. For the last 20 years, I've met the best friends of my life. We've traveled the world together. The memories, the experiences that you get to have, just get to know them. And here's what I want you to do. Don't think you're responsible for training them on everything. Please. Allow the system to train them. Allow everybody to train them. The only thing you should be doing as a leader is what she did. What is your why? What's your why? And then when she figures out what her why is, and maybe she wants to do this or maybe she wants to do that, so you know what? You should probably get to know TC. And then boom, She's talking to TC. It's not all on you. That's the beauty of it. And just leverage the whole system. This last weekend in Cabo, I got to meet, was it Rob Flick? Rob Flick. Since he's been here, this is what we call revenue share. And it goes 7 levels deep, okay? 7 levels deep. And you earn revenue off. Every time someone does a transaction, you earn revenue. You with me? That man's made $40+ million in revenue share. $40+ million. I want you to think about that. Would that change anybody's life in here? Now, he's a great guy. He's got great teachers in his life because he taught from stage. And when he was teaching from stage, I was like, man, me and him had the same coaches. So I can tell you that right now. Great guy. He knows the X's and O's, knows it all. He doesn't have this crazy personality like a Drew. Anybody not know Drew Brees, the old quarterback of the New Orleans Saints? A lot of people do not know him. He was a crazy, he'd get the huddle going. He'd be screaming. That's not Flick. Flick's just this is what we're going to do. We're going to take down that wall with our bodies, and we're going to take over the world. Not a lot of craziness, charisma, none of that. Not like Brent. Now, Brent's on the other hand. Brent Go. He's like, I will beat everybody. You know, Rob's just like, we're going to beat everybody. Right? What I'm saying is, don't think, oh, he's got all these magical skills that you ain't got. You've got them inside of you. The thing that he's got inside of him that's magical, activity. The man was relentless about asking people to come. He was relentless about saying this. What you going to do next? What you going to do next? He was relentless about it. He's made $40 million in revenue share. That's insane, right? So, has anybody got any questions on the revenue share? I'd love a question. Give me one question. Nobody? Yes, I knew you'd have a question. You look like a question asking person.
I'm a question asker.
Yes.
Had you known about this before insurance, would you have ever done insurance?
No, hell no. I'm telling you, I shouldn't say that because that was God's trajectory for me. Did I say right? That was the way God wanted it to happen. But knowing this and the different avenues in which you can make real estate, or make money inside of real estate, insane. I'm just it blows my mind every time I learn something new. We got to meet Pace Morby, and he's teaching us some crazy creative financing stuff, and it's blowing my mind. And I mean, it's phenomenal. I came here for a couple of reasons. I'll tell you my why, okay? And I'll end with that, unless anybody's got a question. So here's my why. When they were telling me what they were telling me about this opportunity, and I saw the business opportunity, and I thought, oh my God, I can crush this. I was thinking to myself, I can live out the same dream I was living out doing insurance. I used to love to get on stages and talk to a couple thousand people and tell them that I was sober. I love telling people my story of overcoming alcohol. I love telling people my story of being broke, looking at my wife and saying, hey, sweetie, I'm sorry, but the house that you had built, we can't live here no more. They're taken away from us. I love telling people that story. Here's why. Because there's a lot more people with similar stories. There's a lot of people out there, right? There's probably about 20 people right now as we're talking that are looking at their phone and wanting to call me because they know my story from my previous life. We've helped, I think, 20 people get sober now over the last 13 years. We've got a lot more to do. And I want more people looking at their phone saying, I want to press it. Because that was me one time. And I don't want them to take their life. Now, what does that have to do with real estate? I don't know. But I do know that I can build a big real estate organization here and talk on the biggest stages to have more people that want to take their own lives, that are done, that cannot quit drinking alcohol, to call me. Okay, so that's my big why. My second why is this: I want to teach real estate agents to be real estate agents. I want them owning property. I want them doing like Scribner does, and where he's got other property and he's got rentals and he's got flips. I used to say this in insurance all the time. Listen, if you don't have insurance on yourself, quit trying to sell it to somebody else. It's really foolish. Stop it. Now, real estate's a little different. You have to have a little bit more money than $85 a month. Okay, but when they join me, TC, I'm gonna plant in their brain day one, you're going to own property, okay? Because you're going to be a real estate agent, and because I speak those words, God is giving me. I have a guy that has flipped over 50 houses that's joined my team. I have another investor out of Florida. He just bought a $4 million property last week. I mean, it's like you speak it, it happens, right? I love doing any type of business that has to do with people. I love helping people overcome their fears. I love helping people learn how to public speak because I used not to. You're probably thinking I still don't. But I love helping people achieve greatness and go for something they never thought possible. That's why I tell you that I barely graduated high school. My parents were divorced. My dad took off. He left us. He didn't want to do the job. I had an incredible mother doing it. There's more people out there like me. There's people right now that their self-image and self-worth is so low that they can't make money. We can help. We can improve your self-image. We can improve your self-worth. It's not like we're playing basketball where you got to dunk it. I ain't going to be able to teach you that. How tall are you? It ain't going to happen. I cannot teach her how to dunk a basketball. But what I could do, now you already look like you got a strong self-image, but what I could do is help her self-image raise. And when you help someone's self-image raise, everything around them gets better. Their family, their kids, everything happens. Okay? I love you guys. Hey, if you're brand new, do me a favor. Come up here and talk to Daniel Ng. He's the one that's made all this possible. He's trusted me to talk to y'all. I don't know why, but he does. So give him a hand for just trusting me to talk to y'all.
Thank you, Paul.
But if you got questions, like deep questions on numbers, he's your man. I will confuse you and mess you up. He'll explain it in a way to you that like a kindergartner can understand it. You know what I'm saying? He explained it to me. I was like, oh, I get it. Now I can't teach it, but that's his deal. Daniel.
All right. Thank you. Well, Paul is a great leader. We're proud to have, blessed to have him with us and just kind of, pour into everybody. This is my 4th event today. It's only 12:30. And I've been nonstop this morning setting up chairs at Metrotex. EXP North Texas had a luxury event, so I was there just helping out, took some pictures. Lucia had a prayer group that she's started, so I was there for like 15 minutes really quick. Jasmine was there, so I got to just be with them, and then here, and then I have another thing. So just nonstop Wednesday. So for those that are new and just wanted to understand, just connect with me, and then whoever invited you, let's sit down, have a conversation. Go over more details. I like the details because people need the details. It's important, but you got to find your why. My why in building an organization is being a bigger impact because you're in a platform allows us to do more. I have been a franchise owner, independent broker, and I only could be in my box. So with this model, it allows us to be outside of our box. And I'm proud to announce because, we have a mission and vision statement. And we say the word global, but we're only in Dallas, Florida, New York, just in the U.S. Well, I'm proud to announce that we are in Peru. Onboarded 3 members this week in Peru, and yeah, the team, yes, not just EXP. Our team is actually in Peru, and we had a good Zoom call yesterday, and we're adding more people this week. So as we continue to grow and just build and help, we can help people. That's why I like the platform. That's my why. And if you haven't met me yet, I would love to get to know you. Not just know your name, but actually get to know you and your family, how I can be an impact. And here it's a family together. So that's all I have to say. All right. Thank you.